I could care less what this thing scores tonight. I just want to drink it because, man, we've had a rough night.
Hey everybody, I'm Bob.
I'm Charlie.
And this is Bourbon and Ballz.
Yes.
It's okay. I'll explain. We've had a whole our last full episode. We had video issues.
Yes.
Because the camera was focusing on several different things.
Yes, and I apologize for that. And I couldn't put that. We couldn't put that out. It was like it was nauseous.
So we apologize. We had only audio, and then today we struggled for whatever reason to get the audio together. So
yeah, and we started this about 2 hours ago. Even though you're only 2 minutes into the video. So
yeah, so we seem a little off our game. Pardon us, but we're going to try to get it back together.
Yeah, we'll get back together and hopefully give you a good show. And I don't know, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and thanks again, all the subscription. What are we up to now, subscriber wise? Like
I don't know,
20 something. Yeah,
north of
like
200.
That. Yeah. So. Thanks again, everybody. Please remember to subscribe if you like and and all that good stuff.
I do love the interaction of the subscribers. I will say that.
Yeah,
I do. I don't know why. It's. I'm not a big chat room person, like on Facebook, stuff like that. I'm just not. But the subscribers, well, one, they're smart. They know what they're talking about. So maybe that's why I like talking in this comments. So keep on commenting, make comments, make suggestions, whatever you guys got to do. But I genuinely do
appreciate it. Makes it a lot of fun for us.
Yes.
Yeah, we really enjoy it.
So,
yeah.
Okay, so today, bourbon-wise, we want to give a shout out to Elton.
All right.
He gave us a sample to try, and we're going to score it for you all. It is we don't have the bottle, but it's from one of our subscribers. He had given us a couple bottles to try out. This is the Elmer T. Lee. I've never had it.
Oh, okay, very good. Me neither.
This is a Buffalo Trace product, by the way.
Okay.
And I'll put some history down at the bottom and all that kind of stuff. But
okay.
I don't know. This is one of the few Buffalo Trace products that I've ever tried. I've never tried.
You've not tried. Okay. All right.
So for that, we'll go ahead and I love the fact that Elton sealed this thing.
Yeah, that was pretty. He was very efficient about it all.
Yeah, it's like all professional and everything. So we're gonna score it and all that good stuff, and you know. Oh my God, I gotta take the freaking lid off. Jeez.
What's that?
I started going like that, and the lid was on.
16 sound checks will do that to you.
Halfway through, tell them the reason why it wasn't working.
I wasn't going to say anything, but he left the mute button on the software.
Oh, yeah. Couldn't figure out for the life of me. We did a whole full reset. Reset the computer, reset the freaking camera. Nope, the mute button was on. Oh, my God. So, you know what?
When he figured, I could see there was like a little epiphany moment. I'm like, what was it? And you hesitated.
Because I didn't want to admit to you. So, my God, you know what? I could care less what this thing scores tonight. I just want to drink it because, man, we've had a rough night. So, but anyway, we'll go ahead and score it properly. But anyhow.
I like the nose on this.
Oh, this is nice and rich.
Yeah, that is.
Good God. Thank you, Elton, by the way.
Yeah.
Man.
Wow.
This is your classic. Well, I mean, I don't know how much I'm saying this because I'm sitting there saying it's a classic Buffalo Trace. Of course it is, so we already know what it is, and this is not a blind one, but man, is it?
What is a classical Buffalo Trace?
There's some cherry in it a little bit, and some caramel. You'll get some vanilla too, but cherry is definitely in a lot of these Buffalo Trace products. Yeah, and you'll get that. So
I was going to say I definitely get the cherry, but there's also an earthiness about it, a richness, and that's very nice.
All right, I've nosed it, and I'm going to go in for the taste now. Here we go.
Oh, you go ahead. I really like the nose on that.
It's a smooth one. There's definitely nothing harsh to it. It's almost like it's milky, creamy. Has like a creamy finish. It doesn't have a long finish, but it's creamy. I should say it's like a thick. No,
I might question you about the finish.
you don't
No,
think?
this is for a sip. I'm just saying. No, I'm saying I felt like the finish is still going
Really?
for me anyway. Yeah.
Sure, it's not indigestion.
No, it's not because we pre-gamed while
Yeah, we did.
the sound
And that's
was
good
going
too.
on. So yeah, so
Yeah.
I think I'm objecting. And maybe just for me it lasts longer than it does for you.
Maybe your tongue's longer. I don't know what that means. Like a Gene Simmons. Man, that dude had a tongue.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder what his tasting notes would be like. You know what I'm saying? I bet he could go from here all the way into the glass with his tongue.
Yeah.
You know they're still touring?
I don't know. It's a good question.
No, they are.
Oh, they are. Oh,
A buddy of
you're
mine
saying they are.
A buddy of mine took their kids to the Kiss tour. I think it was my wife.
Wow.
Hoorah, and they got all to makeup and stuff like
Oh,
that. Of course,
really?
they don't age because they wear makeup.
Yeah,
so they look
yeah.
exactly the same
No,
they did.
exactly. No, that makes
They may not
sense.
move around,
Yeah.
but anyways, all right. Very good taste though. I'll do it again.
Mhm. It is just a little grassy with the taste, I feel like. But you're right about the smoothness of it.
It's like a milky smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It coats your mouth for sure. The taste wise, I don't get that sweetness of the cherry from the nose.
No. It's more earthy.
It's more
Earthy on the taste to me anyway.
it's bland.
It's no, I wouldn't call it bland.
Well,
I mean, you can if you want, but for me, like it's got a leatheriness and a little bit of a grassiness
Okay.
to it, and on the taste, I really like it.
Okay, well, I guess when I say bland, I mean it's not sweet at all.
No, it's not. No, and
I guess that's not right. That's kind of
compared to the nose.
but still pretty good bourbon.
Man.
I kind of see why it's allocated.
Mm-hmm.
You know why I like to put this up against? We won't do it tonight. Oh shit! That means give us no sample.
Way to work your angle.
I know. Honestly, I like it. What this reminds me of, not as rich though, is the Mick 10,
Oh, okay.
but it's not as rich.
That'd be a good head to head. Yeah.
We should do that, like, because that is a 94 proofer, and I think this is a 90 proofer. And that's why it's drinking so smooth. But it's like a cherry bomb nose, and then it goes like almost like a milky, not Milky Way, but like a non-sweet.
To me, it has just enough complex. Try that again. It's just complex enough. It's not super complex, but it's just like, okay, there's like 3 or 4 different things going on here.
It goes right above the Mendoza line as far as complexity. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
nice, and I'm not dissatisfied with the finish. I mean, to me, it's right. It's not short. It's not flat. It's not super long either. It's somewhere kind of right in the middle.
You know what's weird is that I feel it, but
Mhm.
then I don't taste it right here, but I still feel it in the chest. If that really makes sense.
It does. It does.
You know what I'm saying? So
And to me, like the back of the mouth, almost like the roof, the back of the mouth, the back of the tongue. It hangs back there for a while, and it's got some decent legs, so it's got a little viscosity to it. Yeah, I'm not displeased at all.
okay.
So
Well, you want to score it? We'll give the viewers a break.
yeah, that sounds good.
And
That sounds
we'll
good.
score it. Okay. So
Math. Boring math time.
yes, we'll be right back.
We're back.
Yes. So, well, let's go with the scores. I think I went first last time, so I want you to go first this time.
Okay, sure. Really like this. On the nose, it was an 8.5 for me. On the taste, it was an 8.25, and on the finish, it was an even 8. We were talking a little bit. I don't know that we caught it on the camera, but we were talking a little bit as we were doing the scoring about the finish.
Yeah.
It lasts for a while. It's just different. It's maybe not as prominent as some other finishes.
All right.
But it definitely, for I think for both of us, it didn't finish flat. It
Right.
finishes in a different place of your mouth, and maybe not like it doesn't like
It
coat
almost
your
like
entire mouth.
It's
Yeah,
like an empty space,
yeah.
and then it just goes onto
But
your
then
chest.
there's some other ones. Then there's some other stuff going on. Yeah. And there's nothing harsh to me about any of it. The
No.
nose, the taste, the finish. It was all, like you said, very smooth. There was a kind of texture of creaminess about it all.
It is creamy.
Yeah, and then to me, and there's like an earthiness in the taste, maybe some leather and stuff, but really enjoyed it. So I forgot where I left off, but an 8.5 on the nose, a taste 8.25, and a finish was an 8, and my total was 82.25. So
one of these days we're gonna nail each other's score. I thought we almost had it. It's almost like the parlay almost happened.
Oh, man, we're so close in our parlay this week. Yeah.
So,
you didn't check out last week. We did win last week. I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah,
so we were 2 out of 3 on our parlays and almost got it tonight, which would have been for this past week. Which
was kind of how I feel about this score with Bob's.
There you go.
Let me give you my score.
We're very close. Okay.
On the nose, I gave it 8.5.
Okay.
On the taste, which is weird, I gave it 8.25.
Oh my gosh.
Right? And then on the finish, however, for me, I gave it a 7.5.
Oh, okay.
So it gave me a 80.75. But the nose and the taste, it's weird that you and I had the same exact score on a 0.25.
Yeah, no, that's fun. That is, that's crazy.
But that's the review of the Elmer Tea Lee.
Yeah.
This will be a great sipper. However, because it's allocated, you don't want to drink it all the time, right?
Yeah.
You just don't know when you're going to get another one.
Mm-hmm.
But if this was something that was on the shelf that was sold regularly, I'd definitely get it.
Oh, yeah.
I'd definitely get it. So I appreciate Elton once again to give us give a sample. I don't think we would have been able to try it otherwise.
No, exactly. And it is, this is going to be aired on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so happy Thanksgiving to everybody there.
Thanksgiving to everything and to Elton and everybody. And it was Charlie mentioned before, we really appreciate the interactions with contacting us directly or through the comments on YouTube. We're really enjoying interacting with everybody and answering questions. And I got a kick out of some people's observations with our Bourbon Brawls.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
I'll say this one thing that I think down the road, we may not do it. We may not have time to do it before the end of the year, but it's something to think about maybe next year is where we don't have a whole lot of experience as far as certain distilleries. I wouldn't mind going down that road. Someone had mentioned in the comment, granted it's only one person, but I looked it up and he's correct. Jim Beam.
Okay.
I don't think we've had a whole lot of interaction except for Booker's.
Right.
A whole lot of interaction with Jim Beam, and I wouldn't mind going down that road because it's apparently the number one selling bourbon, so a lot of people like it.
Right.
I just never got into it. I don't know why. The only time I ever had a Jim Beam, honestly, is a Beam and Coke. I mean, that's the only reason why I had it.
Yeah, my dive bar I used to go to, I would get a shot of Beam with a beer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just that's why we appreciate the feedback. It's just so it gives us some other stuff to look into. Yeah,
maybe we're overlooking something.
Yeah. So
so I do appreciate it. And don't forget to register.
Yeah.
I know we've said this all month long, but next week is our last week of registering, and then the following week we will draw the name on an auto generator as far as who won and then which pour they end up wanting.
So we are getting some more comments about that. So that's
starting to pile up. So you'll have a chance to win, nevertheless.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways, I appreciate your guys' time on this segment. I think now we'll go on to the
sport time.
Yeah, we did. So stay tuned. See how it did. Right.
All right. Excellent.
All right. We'll be right back. Right.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yes.
And it's time for some sports talk. And I'm going to let Charlie start things out with some FC Cincinnati news.
Yes, as you can tell, I'm wearing my gear because FC finally, they have been off for like 2.5 weeks. That's weird from one game to another. But it's a semi-conference finals. It's a single elimination now, so it's a one and done. They play the Philadelphia Union.
All right.
We play them at TQL here in Cincinnati. Game time is 8:00 on Saturday.
This coming Saturday. Yes. All right.
So it should be a packed house. It will be a packed house. Man, I'm so geeked up about it.
You're going to be there.
Oh yeah. And what's weird about it is like,
I'm excited for you.
I mean, we're talking about soccer. I mean, it's like, but I'm telling you, for those who have never been to a professional soccer game, just try it once and then, kill me later. But anyway, so it's.
So I'm curious. Do you know anything like who's favored in the game?
Cincinnati's favored throughout the whole entire series. Yeah.
And I don't know much about betting on soccer, but like, is there a line? Does soccer do like a line similar to like football?
I think it's a win, lose, and tie.
Okay, is that how it is?
But
okay.
because you cannot tie in the playoffs, they count it as a tie if you go into penalty kicks.
Oh, okay.
At the end of regulation.
So it'll be like a push bet?
Yeah. Well, no.
Okay.
It's 1 out of 3 choices.
Oh, okay.
So if you make the tie, you actually win.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's different. Okay.
Yeah. So there's 3 outcomes.
All right.
In a soccer game when it comes to betting.
Yeah. Something I never messed with before. So
I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody's ever bet on soccer. So, but anyways, good luck to FC Cincinnati this weekend. I'm pretty geeked up about that.
Yeah.
Especially with the news around here with other Cincinnati sports.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Burrow's done for the year, and Jake Browning, I don't know. He sounds like an insurance guy. That's from State Farm. That's what it is.
It's Jake from State Farm.
Jake from State Farm leading us the way. So that's not going to work. And then poor Saul in the wound is Cleveland is 7-3, and they're in the driver's seat for a playoff bid. So whatever.
That's crazy,
even though they don't have a quarterback either.
Right? Yeah.
They have Joe Flacco now.
I know they tried him out. Did they actually sign him?
Yeah, they freaking signed it.
Oh, okay. All right.
So go figure. So,
Interesting.
I don't know. So anyways, so that's enough for that. College, nothing really. I think
the game's coming up this weekend.
Yeah,
though,
the
right?
game without Harbaugh, but it's at Michigan. So
yeah.
I personally would love Michigan just to trounce on Ohio State.
Careful, I
understand.
I don't want subscribers' numbers to go.
But man, here's my thing on it, and I have this stupid rule in my head. One is I didn't go to Ohio State. 2, I went to the University of Cincinnati. So my loyalty is the university. Well, you would think it's not, just by the way I talk about them, but and years ago when we played Ohio State, Cincinnati did. It was supposed to be a home-and-home series, and they were supposed to come play here. And apparently there's some contractual buyout. They bought us out for $2 million for them not to come down. Yeah, little wusses. So because last time they came down, we almost ruined their national title hopes. That was when Maurice Collette played, and we almost beat them.
Yep, I remember that.
Oh, I remember that too. I thought that game.
I'm sure you were. Yeah.
So anyways, between that and I just think it's kind of crappy what Michigan has been crapped on. I know I get it. He's done some wrong, but good God. I mean, go probe quite a bit other colleges, and I think you're going to find similarities. And they just, at the end of the day, everybody lines up in the trenches and they see what happens. And, I hope Michigan wins. I know it's not a popular thing, but, whatever. So that's the big game this weekend. There's nothing really else I can report.
Gotcha.
So what about you?
Yeah, you know me, I'm not much for college football, but to move on to fantasy, just to
kind of on NBA with
I'll bring it up here in a second.
With Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, that's Wimbayama.
Whatever.
Okay.
Licorice last week.
Right. So yes, we talk a little bit about fantasy because a lot of people didn't tune in last time because we had an audio only episode.
Oh yeah, you got to tell.
I did give Charlie some crap about. He was trying to say that the season was over and all is doomed and whatever your team is. And I challenged him to for the last 5. We have 5 games left.
Yeah, I'm not
as of last week.
My team sucks.
And he wouldn't take me up on it. And I also challenged him because he hasn't been making any acquisitions. So how can your team get any better?
There's nobody out there on the waiver line.
Oh my gosh! And by the way, there are people out on the waiver line, and I'll give you some examples before we go. But the irony of it is, I challenged him to bet, and he wouldn't take me up on it, and then he won this week.
I scored more points than you did.
I don't know if you scored more, but you won your game.
Yeah, but it don't matter.
Oh man! But still, man, you'd be 1 game up on me because I lost my game.
I know,
and that was going to be the bet I offered. Who won the most out of the last few games?
Don't worry, even though there's 4 games left, it'll be my only game that I win. I mean, my team's horrible. So, but
yeah. But but then talking about if and I know it's different sizes of leagues. We only have a 10-team league, 12-team leagues. The waiver wire is much thinner.
Yeah.
But I happened to go back and look at some of the acquisitions that some of the people in our league made just within the last week that helped them out. And there were some that were out there. So if Nico Collins was one, a wide receiver for Houston, he scored like 16 and a half points. And he was picked up and started and helped somebody out. And then there's also Noah Brown with Houston, who's a wide receiver, but he had a really, really good game, but he's going to be out for the next week, maybe two, but it still might be somebody you might want to stash on your bench. And then quarterback-wise, Dobbs was out there.
So?
Yeah.
I have Goff and Geno Smith, so I'm fine.
So, yeah, but I was saying, for people who need it in the quarterback-heavy leagues,
Okay.
he still scored good points, and Kyler Murray as well. So
John picked him up.
I know exactly, yeah, and I thought that was a good pick on his part. So, yeah.
Okay, well, I mean,
Sore loser. I'll say.
I am a sore loser. I hate freaking losing, and I am so far behind my other league. It is so. I don't know what's going on. It is weird. Like my other league, I have no chance of winning.
Wow.
I didn't win last week, and I don't understand what's going on. I don't get it. But whatever.
All right.
I can tell you what. Next year, I'm not going to a 2 tight end draft no more. I'm done with that.
That was your secret strategy.
Yeah, well, it worked up until this year.
So if you want to hear about him going on about a secret strategy, just go back on our podcast on Spotify.
Although I did trade Mark Andrews to John this year and got Calvin
He just got hurt, yeah.
and so that worked out for me.
Yes,
So,
it did.
all right.
And then you mentioned the NBA earlier. And obviously we're recording as usual on Tuesday, maybe a little later than usual.
It might be Wednesday morning by now. I don't know. I haven't looked at the clock.
Yes. But as far as our picks go, it's a Caesar sports book. Probably, I think I hit it around 3:00 today. So that's where our lines are.
Do you know ESPN has a thing now?
A betting app.
Yeah, ESPN.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Huh?
I heard Pat McAfee talk about it.
Excuse me. Yeah.
I got a quick story about Pat McAfee here in a minute. But
All right, good. And just some NBA games to watch over the holidays. Since, like I said, this is going to be aired. We're going to put this out on Thanksgiving. So on Thanksgiving at 7:30, ESPN has Heat and Knicks. That should be a good game. But I think
running against the NFL game.
Evidently, depending on I don't know what time the NFL games are, but
It's awfully. I mean, I would imagine the NFL will win that.
I know.
I'm surprised the NBA did that.
I know, but for me, the timing I think will be nice. We'll be coming out of a nap, so it'd probably be a good time.
Okay.
to pick
What's your
up
favorite Thanksgiving thing?
favorite food?
Yeah.
We were talking earlier today at work. I love some deep fried turkey.
Oh yeah, that's right. I've only had it once, but man, it's good.
It's good. It's good. Hey, what about a side dish?
I don't. Well, first of all, I don't like ham.
Not a ham person?
No, I mean I don't even like it at Christmas time.
Okay.
Like stuffing. What?
No, my daughters, I've been separated, whatever, divorced for 10 years now. But I do admit I miss my mother-in-law's cooking. My mother-in-law was a really good cook.
Oh, okay.
And I have my daughters when they can't sneak me out some of her dressing.
Oh, really?
But honestly, she doesn't doesn't care if there's stuff left over to send it to me. But it's always kind of a running joke. Like, hey, girls, did you sneak me out some dressing?
I mean, I'll even eat the stovetop.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah. No, just throw some stuff. Her
dressing.
yeah. If I get the next extra, maybe I'll share it a little bit. It's some really good stuff. But
that's my favorite thing. I don't like cranberries. Or
okay.
Is that it? Cranberries?
Yeah. They're okay, but yeah.
That's useless.
Yeah. I do like a good corn casserole.
Never had it.
Never had corn.
You know what else I've never had? And apparently this is a southern thing. I talked to a gentleman who lives in Virginia, but he's a southern man.
Virginia. Yeah.
Sweet potato pie.
Okay.
Have you ever had it?
No, I'm not. I've tried sweet potatoes. I'm just not a sweet potato person.
Not everybody has tried sweet potato pie. He thinks I'm crazy, but I've never. I don't even know what it looks.
I mean, I had sweet potatoes before, but I've not had them as a pie. But even as just
like.
sweet
I think
potatoes,
like marshmallows on top.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Is that the only difference?
I don't know. Yeah, they may be very similar, but yeah, a lot of people do like. And people that have come from the South, they like the sweet potato.
Hey, does I know we're dancing around everything right now.
That's all right.
Does the CBS game still have the turkey leg award on Thanksgiving, even with Madden dead?
The turducken?
Is that what they call it?
That's what it used to be. Yeah, it was.
Okay, does Madden? Do they still do that?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Ever since Madden passed away?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been paying attention.
That turducken.
Yeah, because someone gets like a turkey leg.
Turkey and duck and yeah. No,
Anyways.
I think they might. They might.
All right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. Man, you got me. I'm hungry now. Yeah, so we all hope right now you're watching us and you're just relaxing and
eating some turkey.
coming in and out of a nap. Yeah, leftovers and all kinds of good stuff, some mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yes.
So in the 10 o'clock game on Thanksgiving is going to be the Spurs versus the Golden State Warriors. And that's where you get to see Victor Wembanyama. And you asked me where he was from. He's from France, just to let you know.
Damn it. I'm thinking South Africa.
So do you remember Chet Holmgren?
Nobody knew who's the Holmgren from Green Bay, the old coach. Remember him?
Oh, yeah.
What was his name?
Can't think of his first name, though.
Okay, but it's Holmgren.
I think you're right. Yeah.
It's Brett Favre's coach.
Yeah.
That's all.
That's the same thing. But you remember Gonzaga a couple years ago? They had a big kid who was really carried the team. That was him.
I know Mark Pugh, and that's it.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, he's good to watch too. He's with Oklahoma City. Now they're not on this coming weekend, but those are the two who are going to be vying for rookie of the year. And I know Oklahoma City doesn't get a whole lot of airtime, but hopefully people are going to take a look at him. Technically, last year should have been his rookie year, and the rules are a little different in the NBA than the NFL. But he was injured for the entire year, so
It was like a red shirt.
yeah. So like this gets to count as his rookie years, and he's putting up some pretty good numbers for a couple of big guys. Because we're supposed to, the league's supposed to be all about small guys and shooting threes now, but these are some big guys that can do a little bit of both, play inside and shoot outside.
Get rid of somebody. Chris Paul.
Oh, they get rid. Oh, I don't think so. I think I would have heard about that.
I hope I'm right. I won't know something that Bob does.
What's that? Oh, you're gonna look it up.
Hey Siri, who does Chris Paul play for?
He plays for the Golden State Warriors.
Basketball. Well, yeah. Is it?
I don't think I would have missed that.
Let's move on.
What's that?
Let's move on. I think it's Golden State.
I should have bet you double or nothing on that bottle of.
Oh yeah, something got that.
Yeah.
But then again, Steve haven't got his either. So
That's right. So and then on Tuesday, NBA action, Bucks versus the Heat at 7:30. That's TNT. Your favorite people. Get to see Chuck and Shaq and Kenny and those guys. And then 10 o'clock Golden State and the Sacramento Kings, and the Kings are going to blow Golden State away. So that's the NBA action. I just thought I'd bring that up, and then we can move on to our picks for this week. That sounds good to you?
And we almost did it again.
We almost so close.
By 1 point.
Parlay. Yes, 1 point.
So Bob, go ahead and tell everybody what happened.
On a pick'em game, we had was Seattle. I'm trying to remember who Seattle played.
Rams.
Yeah. And because Seattle got a chance, I think, at the end, and could kick a 55-yard field goal and missed it. So that made the difference. So we almost had almost 3 for 4 on our parlays for the last 4 weeks. So we just missed it, but we came very, very close.
Okay.
And the irony of that is Keith went 4-1 this week.
God bless, dude.
Jag, Cowboys, 49ers, Vikes, and the one he missed with his confidence pick was the Seahawks.
He's tearing it up.
He's making a comeback. He is.
Wait a minute. Crap. I'm about to hear on the last place. Go ahead,
So
Bob.
Jeff is next. He was 3-2 with the Ravens, Steelers, and Texans. And then I was also 3-2 with Vegas, the Jags, and Green Bay. And then Jason was 2-3 with the Cowboys and the Texans. And you were 2-3 with the Texans.
I hate when you do that.
And
Why
the
do
Eagles.
you when we're when I had a
so much fun to do that and keep you waiting. And then Steve did the opposite of Keith. Steve went 1-4, and the only pick that he got right was his confidence pick, which was the Eagles.
Okay.
So
all right.
So that brings our standings, and Charlie will roll the standings down here.
Yep.
Standings are Jeff 33, 21-1, Keith 31-24, Jason 27-21-2. I am 28-7. Charlie is
Hold on. 28-7. There's no way.
I'm sorry, 28-27.
Yeah. That's more like it.
28-27. Charlie is 24-30-1, and Steve is 20-30-5. So
Okay,
that is the standings.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, what about this week? What do we got?
We got the parlay of the week. We're just going to highlight real quick before we call it a night. We are going to take San Francisco -6 at the Seahawks. And I think they.
Yeah, I'd go with that. They're starting to click on all cylinders again.
And everybody's healthy. Yeah, after the bye week. Yeah, everybody's healthy.
So
After the bye
I'd go
week.
with that too.
So I think that's a good pick. And then we got the Jags -1.5 at the Titans.
I'd go with that too. Levis isn't. I mean, I think he had a good first week, and that was it.
Yeah, I mean,
they're going with Jags, right, on that pick?
yeah, they are going with the Jags.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd do that too.
but the Jags have kind of been a little on and off because they've had a couple games where they haven't scored a whole lot.
Yeah, I know, but I just Titans.
Yeah.
So okay, what else?
All right, and then lastly, we got the Bills at the Eagles. We are taking the Eagles
I am
-3.
surprised that is only -3.
You think it would be more than that?
Yeah, I think it'd be like -5, -6. Bills, just because they had a great game last week, don't get all whatever. Because
They play the Jets.
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Right.
No, I'm agreeing with what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Eagles are going to expose the Bills once again, and Josh Allen's good for another pick or so. Mark this video, and I'm telling you, Allen will at least throw one interception.
Charlie has just jinxed.
No, I'm just
the parlay.
He does it in these big games all the time. I'm saying, mark my words, he's going to throw a
Don't
pick.
they have a new OC now?
It don't matter. Josh Allen's still Josh Allen.
Okay.
So he's going to throw another pick. You watch.
Now, so that's our parlay of the week. Again, we got San Francisco we're taking San Francisco -6.5 at the Seahawks. We're taking the Jags -1.5 at the Titans. And we got the Bills versus at the Eagles, and we're taking the Eagles -3. So that's our parlay of the week.
Yes.
And I happened to notice while going over our regular picks that you bet against the Bengals this week.
I sure did, because they're going to probably hopefully lose all the games.
Well, I tell you what, I was surprised to see that they're only down by a point.
Right. And Pittsburgh has new OC this week.
Uh-huh.
So you got that, and then you got the defense, and you got Browning at the helm. They are just going to go ape over. Yeah, there's just no way.
No way.
Okay, there's always a way.
That's double or nothing.
All right, let's do that. I get 2 bottles.
30. Well, I give you a $60 bottle,
Yes.
or I don't owe you anything.
Okay, and I take the Steelers,
Yeah, you got the Steelers. I got the Bengals,
and we got a point.
and I get 1 point coming to me.
Whip-de freaking do. You're not.
You ain't give me a hook
No.
if you're that confident,
No,
big
I'm good.
boy.
I'm good.
Just give me 1.5.
What?
1.5. Just give me the hook.
Here's where I'll give you 2. I'll give you 2.5.
You gave me 2.5. Oh, okay.
Because when they lose by a field goal, I'm gonna feel so good
Excellent.
about that half a point.
I was hoping to get a half point, but now I got
I'll
a
give
point
you
and a half.
I'll give you
I got
2.5.
a point and a half. So that's 2.5 to me. All right,
I'll give you 2.5. Don't get all excited. They're not gonna need it.
All right.
So
Excellent.
Steelers is gonna
All right. So that's all the sports for us, and that's our episode for today.
and then I'm gonna say this for the umpteenth time.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment, and tell us which one you want. And then anything to tease. Oh, can we go ahead and make an announcement?
Yes.
December the 6th. Or it's the 5th.
We talking about the other show?
We're talking about going to the local brewery.
Yeah. I should have my.
What date is that? It is. I got it right here.
Okay.
December the
It was on
December 6th, on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, okay.
So we're going to record late, which means that I may not be able to push this out till Thursday evening.
Right.
That week up. But we are going to do an on-location review of a local brewery. So we're gonna go kind of off the beaten path just for a moment.
We're gonna
bourbon for a week.
we're gonna be beer and balls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be beer and balls. And then we're going to have them tell us a little bit about the history of their own establishment.
Yeah.
Maybe teach us and the viewers as far as what craft distillery is all about.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
But it's called New Ales.
New Ales. It's down at, for you guys who are local. It's down on Manchester Avenue in Middletown. It's a newer location for them.
They have an awesome pumpkin beer, and we had mimosa beer. Oh, that was so good. And you know what?
That was dangerous.
To be honest, I'm not a beer drinker.
Yeah.
Because I used to have like Bud Light in the fridge, and it would expire. That's how bad of a beer drinker I wasn't. But I like what couple of beers that she had, and that's saying something. So on December the 6th, we're going to go on location.
Yeah, it should be fun.
And then hopefully we'll have some other news coming up in the next couple of weeks of some other shows that we might be doing.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Yep.
Other than that, and then you know what? In a few more weeks, you can go ahead and tease what we're doing here. A few more weeks.
Well, we've been in contact with Whiskey Wisdom. They had some problems here recently, so we didn't get to go on when we thought we were. But we're. And by the way, Matt and I can't remember. Is that his wife? Nicole, maybe I can't remember.
Sure, yeah.
But anyway, we did email you back. Sorry if we didn't do it soon enough, but I'm sure we'll wind up working up a time, and we can. And we're gonna be doing a live Friday night.
Yeah, it's gonna be a live stream on their channel.
On their channel, yeah.
And we'll link it and we'll let you guys know too.
Yeah.
And then another announcement for the month of December, because I think we're gonna have a pretty good December. We'll have that. We'll have that. And then we'll have the end of the year award for Bourbon of the Year.
Yes.
We won't announce what they are just yet.
Right.
Because there's a couple of bourbons we have yet to even show you guys this year that Bob and I have tasted throughout the months, but we're a fairly new channel. And we felt that since we got it this year in our possession, it's worthy of it. And we'll highlight those things in the next couple of shows.
Yeah, basically we're going to be doing a kind of a final four on the last week of December, and that should be fun for the best.
Man, are some good bottles?
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
So we have a full month of December, exciting month of December for you guys. Hope you guys enjoy it. Subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Make any suggestions for any future shows, especially for 2024. But until then, I'm Charlie.
And I'm Bob.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
All right.